Hey, it's everyone with Pack Crack Fever. It's Tuesday, August 14th, and we got some Cardsphere mail, so let's get cracking. This one comes from a trader out of Phoenix, Arizona. And if this is the one I think it is, then I'm pretty excited because... not because of mana war, but actually, if you remember last week I said I was going to start a new commander deck. So this should be my actual commander card. There it is. Brago King Eternal is the new deck I'm building. When it deals combat damage to player, exile any number of non-land permanents you control, then return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control. So obviously I'm going to be getting a bunch of cards that have entered the battlefield effects, and then use this to run them all over and over again. So I found the deck tech on budget MTG decks. It looks really cool. So I'm working on this one on Cardsphere now, and also, of course, put a couple changes that I liked in there, because I always do add other cards like Mana Fixing or whatever other, excuse me, whatever other neat cards I think will go in there that don't blow the price up too much, but help make it worth it for people to send me cards. So this other one comes from a trade out of Brea, California. And this is the other two Adorn Pouncers to complete my playset. I got the first two of these last week. And this is a really awesome card. The art on this card is amazing. And the foil is beautiful. So thank you very much, trader out of Brea, California. I love this card. So that is all for today. This is Efren with Pack Crack Fever. Thanks for watching. Hey, it's Efren with Pack Crack Fever. Today is Wednesday, August 16th, and we got another piece of Cardsphere mail, so let's get cracking. This one comes from Getting Their Games out of Carlisle, PA, and I don't know what kind of printer Getting Their Games uses, but it's the Sharpies have no effect on it, so I had to get random things and stick it over the edges. I would love to know what kind of printer it is, because no matter how much I scribble over Sharpie, it just wouldn't cover it up. So thank you very much, Getting Their Games. And of course, when I open this, as I mentioned last week, I'll mention their charity organization that they started called Give Magic Back. If you'd like to donate or help the charity out at all, you can reach them on Cardsphere. The username is Getting Their Games. And if you give me a second, I'll give you their user number. Their user number 2538. If you're looking to get in touch with them, find them on Cardsphere. And remember last week they sent that cool token, Feedback Pro. It's a cool idea. And use packing tape. Tough to get open, but gets the job done, looks like. There we go. So this is looks like a bunch of cards for my new Brago commander deck. So we got a Conjurer's Closet, a Command Tower, Basalt Monolith, Lavinia of the 10th, Scourge of Fleets, and Sunblast Angel. Like I said, lots of Enter the Battlefield effects in this deck. Lumina Primordial, Geist Honored Monk, Resolute Archangel, Spirit Bonds, Phyrexian Ingester, excuse me, and Madomi the Ageless. So thank you very much, Getting Their Games, for the trade, and make sure and check out their charitable organization, which I think is also on Facebook, called Giving Magic Back. And that's all for today on Pack Crack Fever. Thanks for watching. Hey, it's Evan with Pack Crack Fever. It's Saturday, August 19th. Got my last bit of Cardsphere mail just a few moments ago, and I got a lot of stuff. So let's get cracking. This first one comes from a user out of Madisonville, Tennessee. It's a big envelope, so I think it's going to have some cool Janis Joplin stuff. I think it's going to have a lot of stuff for my Brago commander deck that I'm working on. I can get my finger in there. There we go. So this user, I forgot to mention to them about. Oh, I guess he wants me to mention. I didn't message him about asking usernames. This user is named Lucky Charms Fan, and he put a cool message in here. Hello, YouTube world. Have fun playing Magic together. That's really cool. Thanks, Lucky Charms Fan. That was really neat to see that. So let's get to the cards then. That's cool. I was just saying that I don't think I messaged this person to ask for permission, so I didn't want them to wait for their points, but I guess they knew about the channel, or maybe I did and I just forgot about it. First, let's look at the cool sleeves they got. Return of the Jedi sleeves. I never buy sleeves that are some other kind of world outside of Magic. I don't know why it always it doesn't bother me. I just think it's the wrong thing. I feel like it's the wrong thing to do for some reason. But they look super cool. Live slow, die whenever. So I got a slot a slot sleeve and a Return of the Jedi sleeve. So I'll probably pass those along to other users. It's pretty cool. I like getting unusual sleeves also. So for the cards, we got Mind Rifter, Spine of Isha, Corey Colossus, Custody Squire, Josco Captain, Strionic Resonator, Cloud Shift, love Cloud Shift, Soul Ring, of course, essential to any commander deck, Commander Sphere, and some mono fixing here with Azorius Chancery. So that all came from Lucky Charms fan out of Madisonville, Tennessee. Thanks very much, Lucky Charms fan. Thanks for the note. That was really neat. Okay, well, whoever's sending me the next one's got a tough act to follow. So this next one comes from Aiden out of Jericho, Vermont. And, you know, I didn't implicitly ask if he wanted, if I could mention his name, but he messaged me every day and asked if I got it because he wants to see it opened on a camera. So I'm assuming that Aiden's okay with me opening it on camera. Aiden also has pretty nice penmanship. And so does Lucky Charms fan. Look at that. Looks like something to be out of Lord of the Rings or something. So let's get to this one. This one is something he was talking about on Cardsphere. So this isn't from my deck and wasn't even in my wants list, but I got the other one, the other signed card before from Michael from Cardsphere, the signed Steam events from last week, which I think I have sitting around here somewhere. I haven't put it in my binder yet. And that was, I thought that was really cool. So he, Aiden had a Fatal Push that was signed by Eric Deschamps, who is a fairly iconic Magic artist, one of the most iconic, I think. So he had this available for trade, and I think he and another user, Finn, like to send cards off and get them signed by the artist. So I thought that was really cool. I'd like to have one signed. I love Eric Deschamps. He's got beautiful artwork. It's a great card. So this is just going in my personal collection to keep. Probably won't play with it, just something I thought would be neat to have. So thanks a lot, Aiden, for the signed cards. Really cool. I think that might be something I do go in the future, getting signed cards, just because I just kind of need something I never thought of doing before. This other trade comes from a user out of, I don't know how to pronounce that, East Wenatchee, Washington. Can't even focus on it. It's how confusing the spelling. East Wenatchee, Washington. Like I said, these users, I forgot to message them, so I don't mention his username. So if you did want to be mentioned, I apologize. Or maybe you probably don't even know about my channel. I only got 30 subscribers. So there's a trade number, and this is more cards for my Brago deck. I love when I make these. Yeah, this is going to be tricky here. It looks like the tape is on the cards. I'll be very careful getting this off here. Try not to damage the cards. There we go. I think that came out okay, but sheesh. There we go. Looks like they slid out of the top loader. Yeah, when I pack, I usually fold the top loader over like that. But I mean, sorry, the penny sleeve. But looks like they're no worse for wear. In the detention sphere, it looks like it does have a little bit of stickum on it now, but pretty sure I can rub that off. So we got a Detention Sphere, Spectral Ward, Spreading Seas, and a Talisman of Progress. So since it's Saturday, it's going to be it for this Cardsphere haul video. But let me go ahead and pull out my other cards, and we can take a look at everything I got this week. I'll put the Fatal Push over there because that's not part of my Commander deck, along with my Adorned Pouncers. And then we got a very big chunk of a Commander deck. As I was saying before I saw the tape on the card, it's really fun building these Commander decks on Cardsphere because you just kind of throw it on there and set the price you're willing to pay for some of these inexpensive cards. You can get good deals on them. And man, that's not coming off. Oh, that card is like creased on there too. See that? You can get a pretty good price on these, and it's neat just to put it on there and then just check your mailbox every day, and you got more pieces of your commander deck. It's pretty exciting. And pretty good price. I think I said these very low cut because they're pretty much bulk cards. When you base them off of MTG budget decks, their whole shtick is that every card except the commander is under $1. So a lot of these are just bulk cards, but they end up making a pretty fun commander deck. So here's everything I got this week from Cardsphere. And I always get that glare from my light here. So that's all for this week. Thank you very much, traders, on Cardsphere, and we'll be back next week on Pack Rack Fever. Thanks for watching.